What's going on, everyone? Johnny Blackman here for another episode of Mobile Suit Blackman, and today we are going to be talking about buying premium Bandai Gundam model kits and what they are. So they are those generally monochrome boxes you may be seeing online or on social media. Premium Bandai Gunpla is restricted to sales online that are done via pre-orders with a narrow pre-order window. Those online markets are Japan, I believe, Southeast Asia, and China may also have access. And last year, the US finally got access to premium Bandai pre-orders, and they all work a little bit differently. In terms of Gunpla, you get a few different main flavors of premium Bandai, and I'll go over a few of those and some examples. So most kits start off based on some type of existing frame. So my example, I will use the real grade Zaku. In 2010, the real grade Char Zaku and standard Zaku came out, and we now have a variety of Zakus based on that frame, including the recent Uma Lightning Zaku. We also have the Zaku Mine Layer and the Black TriStar Zaku, to give you a few examples of premium Bandai Zaku releases based on the original Zaku frame. Some premium Bandai kits are just simple color swaps, meaning they're based on an existing frame and they have recolored certain parts to create a different kit. So a recent example of that would be the real grade Tall Geese with the original animation colors from the anime. It's based off of the real grade Tall Geese standard release, but has colored parts to create a different kit. My favorite premium Bandai releases are completely original kits that aren't based off of a frame, or kits that are both part and color swaps, where they've gone in and changed parts or added parts as well as colors to make a completely different kit. So examples of completely original premium Bandai kits would be the Callisto and the Woundwort for high-grade kits, and the real-grade Phoenix and Sword Impulse for real-grade kits, for example. Lastly, some premium Bandai kits are simply just expansions for already existing full kits. So examples of that would be the Armed Armor expansions for the real-grade Banshee Norn, the Heavy Weapon System for the real-grade New Gundam, and the expansion set for the real grade Shinanju. Now, it's important for me to say that there is no wrong way of acquiring your P Bandai. If you have your heart set on a particular kit and you find it and you're able to pay for it without that payment wrecking your life or devastating your finances, and it gets to you safely, by all means, you've successfully done it. I'm going to go over what my thought process and attitude is for ordering premium Bandai in the US, and my methods depend on whether or not a kit has been released or not. If it has been released, I follow one particular set of steps, and if it hasn't been, I may follow a completely different set. If a kit has been announced and it hasn't been released yet, I will do my very best to secure a pre-order and give myself some peace of mind for a particular model. If a particular model has recently been released via Premium Bandai, there are a handful of sites that I can check up on to see whether or not they are getting them or have gotten them, and what they might cost, or if they are available at all or have been allocated to other people. If a particular premium Bandai kit has long been released in the past, then that changes my outlook on searching, and I will widen my search network to include smaller resellers, smaller websites, and even Facebook Gunpla for sale groups, as well as eBay. Okay, so here we are at the Premium Bandai Japan website, and I like to use this as a solid reference for just understanding what is going on over there before it happens over here. So the website can look a little bit overwhelming because Premium Bandai sells a lot of stuff that is not Gunpla. So for our purposes, we're just going to narrow down the site to where the Gunpla is. I'm looking at this brand tab, gonna go to plastic model and Gunpla. There it is. So you'll see here a long chronological list. So it's chronological now, but you can basically go backwards and see what has come out when, or what is coming out when, and just a lot of different information. I like to understand if a particular Gundam base release, Premium Bandai release has been a reissue, when it's expected to drop in Japan, etc. and so on. There is a lot here, and that's one of the first things you're going to notice between the Japanese pre-Bandai site and the American pre-Bandai site is that they are getting a lot more brought over than we're seeing here in the US, but things are getting better. To order from the Japanese Premium Bandai site, you're going to have to live in Japan. So that basically rules out all of us here stateside. But if you do have a friend or a family member that lives in Japan, that might be a good way for you to get some Premium Bandai delivered stateside to you for a great price. What I've just done here is clicked on the real grade expansion for the Strike Freedom Gundam. This is the Wing of Skies effect parts for the Dragoons and the wings of the Strike Freedom. So we'll look at that. That is scheduled to be shipped out April of 2021. We see here that this is a resale, so this is a reissue of an already sold Premium Bandai product that is closed up and now opened back up, and we see that the third wave is going out in April 2021. All right, cool. So that brings us to Premium Bandai US. Now the site looks much different, but still a lot of non-Gunpla related products. So we're going to focus in and look at how we can buy some officially through Bluefin stateside in the US. So I'm going to check out this franchises tab here, and we're going to check out Gundam. And among the Gundam items, there is a lot that is not actual model kits. We've got shirts and different products, so we're going to sort this by just plastic models. So you can already tell that we're not looking at the same lineup as Premium Bandai Japan by a long shot, but here is our familiar real grade expansion for the Strike Freedom. It is listed for $22. Now on this section here, you'll notice similar information to the Japanese Premium Bandai site. We've got the expected delivery here in the US and the window that you can pre-order this through. We've got October 22nd through February, so there's a little bit of time. Sometimes you'll notice that there is less time for a particular set of pre-orders, so it's important to pay attention to that. You can go ahead and just add to your cart, pre-order it, and be done. And that is Premium Bandai US. Now, a great thing is that through Premium Bandai, either Japan or US, you're getting the best price. There is no markup based on any resale action happening. You're getting it direct from the source. The only big difference, I think, between Premium Bandai Japan, other than the listings that they offer and price, is the timing. You're going to get things in the US much later than you are going to get them in Japan. It may be weeks, it may be months This is the first time, I believe, that the Strike Freedom expansion is getting a release in the US, and this is now the third time, I believe, third wave of this happening in Japan, at least. So, big difference there is that you are going to now get your releases closer together. Look forward to that. Things are getting better. It's not perfect. They don't bring over quite everything, but they're bringing over a good amount. Another option, if you can't go through the official channels for Premium Bandai, is a proxy buyer. I'm going to take a look at my favorite proxy buyer, which is Side 7 Exports. This is a very small operation based in Japan, but completely English speaking and, doing a great service to us here in the US. Site's very cool. Gunpla Gus is able to get Premium Bandai and Gundam base limited kits. So you see here, the site's easy to navigate. It's also sorted by what type of kit you are looking for: high grade, master grade, real grade, etc. So for our purposes, we can look at real grade here on this side navigation panel. And most things are chronological, and he's very up to date with what is and isn't sold out in his own inventory. So you'll notice these older Premium Bandai kits may be sold out, and some may not be. Now the great thing about using an established proxy buyer is that they can pre-order for you. What happens is Gunpla Gus will list these as soon as they come out or close to the time that they are available for pre-order on Premium Bandai. He will take a pre-order in your good favor and you will pay, and when he gets the kit he will mail it out to you, and that's that. There is a bit of markup for his service, but you can, basically too raw, you can have peace of mind that you will be getting your pre-order. Again, some things may not come to Premium Bandai US, and in the event that you miss out, it just kind of sucks. We are now going to take a look at another option, which is using a reseller. A reseller is similar to a proxy buyer, except that a lot of resellers cannot pre-order. They're based in the US, but they still have a source, whatever that may be, for getting Premium Bandai. Impulse Hobbies is one of my favorite resellers. They are based in Colorado, I believe, in Aurora. This gentleman is basically a one-man show, and you can find Impulse Hobbies on Facebook. He's got a pretty active Facebook page that he does live streams whenever he gets a new product in and explains when he may or may not be getting certain things. So you just have to check him out, send him a message on Facebook, and he's very quick to get right back to you. All of the inventory for Impulse Hobbies is done on a spreadsheet, and it's very organized, very efficient. You can kind of click around and see what he has in stock and what it cost. And I'll click on this real grade tab here. He's even got a section off to the side labeling if it's a P Bandai item, if it's limited, etc. and so on. If it's sold out, how many are available through him. So if you want to get multiples, or if you want to tell a friend, hey, I think Impulse Hobbies has 1 or 2 left, yeah, it's very helpful. The price, again, you'll notice there's a bit of a markup because he is a reseller. He's got to make some money, and he's got to pay for shipping items at a time, so that's passed along to you. But again, the service is invaluable for getting some things that you just may not see anywhere else. And yeah, now the big three, that is New Type HQ, Gundam Planet, and USA Gundam Store, also sell Premium Bandai items. What they get in is a big question mark, and how much and how often they get different premium items in, again, is a kind of a big question mark. It's not their mainstay, but they do have Premium Bandai from time to time. So here at the New Type HQ website here, you can navigate. If you hover over the Gundam navigation text, it'll pull up this list of some of their exclusives, including the Premium Bandai and Tokyo Gundam base. So we're going to look at what they've got for Premium Bandai. And here we go, we've got RG effect part and some items that have come out in the past. And yeah, some are sold out, some are available. One thing about the big three is that they may list Premium Bandai items for higher than you see from resellers or smaller operations. You can see here they've got 14 items, which isn't a lot, but it's something. And they treat them as, at least here at New Type HQ, they treat them as regular in-stock items. There aren't any pre-orders, you just wait for them to get it and add it to your cart, and they'll send along. Gundam Planet is another favorite of the big three, and they actually do offer pre-orders on some Premium Bandai. What you'll notice with the big three is that they tend to get the higher in demand Premium Bandai items in, if they get them at all. So it might explain why there's a lot less of a selection. So from the top left corner of the direct navigation button, we can see in the Gundam section they have premium web exclusives, and that's where you're going to find the Premium Bandai items for Gundam Planet. Let's click on it and see. And similarly to New Type HQ, they've got a handful of things. They've got, 21 items here right now. Some of them are older, some of them are newer, and if you'll notice with these yellow bits of text, they are accepting pre-orders. So we'll take a look at this real grade New Gundam with heavy weapon system bundled in. It is listed for $130. That's very high compared to what you would be paying for this if you bought it through Premium Bandai Japan and possibly through a reseller. But it is available, so if you run out of options, if you don't know where to look, if you're worried about dealing with a proxy buyer you haven't, this is an option. For some things they may be a little cheaper, but for, again, the more in-demand items, expect to see a premium coming from the big three. USA Gundam Store, last of the big three, they also offer Premium Bandai. Again, it may be a limited selection, so let's see what they've got today. Gundam, Premium Bandai. So here we go. I've got a number of items listed here and some for pre-order. So this is an item I have pre-ordered, the Argama Catapult deck. And yeah, this is actually out of stock for pre-order, which is good to know. But it is good to know that they are taking pre-orders from Premium Bandai and that they do have certain things. A lot less than the other two sites. Most things are listed as out of stock and probably not coming back, but they do have some. And that's it.